gentleman that was on, you took him off.
Back up.
And yes, and that's Mr. Huey Stevens. He had a brother, Ewell Stevens, twin brother. They were raised on Landry Street, and the Pete family was raised on Vine Street, and their properties butted back to back. So he had stayed in touch with Diana since they lived, you know, so close together. They saw each other growing up, and in later years they were still good friends. And then we have one more here, and that's Mr. Ray Baudelaire. And he remembers he and I talking about opening a funeral home here at Toby's after I'd closed Toby's, and had a little consideration there, not much, but he remembered that. But his young son, Darren Baudelaire, who started here in Opelousas, now he and his wife, Rebecca, owns La Ville Funeral Home in Ville Platte, the new funeral home in Ville Platte. And I might add, they do a big job there.
And we got?
And we, Saturday,
self-serve airplane
boy, I did something I had never participated in. They call it a fly-in. And local flyers from throughout the state of Louisiana were in attendance, and this is the new fueling system, beautiful. And it's all pay at the pump, just like we fill our cars up.
And fill up your plane.
That's right. And the pilots really enjoy that.
The planes out there.
Planes, and this is the minister over at St. Mark Methodist Church here in Opelousas. I attended that church for Roscoe's funeral, and then I attended the Sunday services also. She's here with the parish president, Mr. Bill Fontenot. And then the next picture, I wanted a picture, and somebody else took the picture, and I'm in there with she's a character. Darlene does a great job for the community and for the parishioners at her church. And Joe Simeon,
barbecuing.
Always right there where they got some work to be done for the parish government. And here he is barbecuing and taking care of the children and the adults. And his friend, Mr. Roberts, of the Robert family, I think there were 15 children in his family. He might have been the baby. And the kids are waiting at right next to the planes landing, and Peter Rabbit comes out of this plane, came in specially for all those children playing and enjoying themselves.
And he actually flew the plane?
No.
He rode in the plane.
Lloyd Ordwin Jr. Was the pilot, and of course he is well known out at the airport and in flying circles. He does, I think, service work on airplanes. And Saturday afternoon, I said I had a busy day. Saturday afternoon, went over to Evangeline Downs. The off-track betting was in full force, but also the 2-year-old in training horses that were going to be sold on Sunday were working out so that you kind of get to see them with saddle and a jockey on them in their strides and all. And a lot of guys can spot a horse the way they stride and how they breathe. And who was telling me what to look for? I think it was
look for 4 legs.
Lonnie Briley. Lonnie Briley was telling me. And the picture that you're seeing right now in the background, you can maybe put that up for 1 second. There you go, right there. This is my friend sitting down is Hammy Patin and his wife, Miss Judy. By the way, Miss Judy had a happy birthday Monday. Happy birthday to you again. I did talk to her. And in the back is Dr. Curtis Roy, originally from Marksville. He's a dentist in Lafayette. And of course, I kid him. His claim to fame is he dates Miss Sharon Moss of Moss Motors. Yeah. And quite a nice threesome there. Really, they just 1 second here, in the 6th race at Louisiana Downs, in the 7th running of the Mardi Gras Derby, which had an $84,000 purse, a horse that the 3 of them raised, T-Boy C, won the race going away.
There you go.
And they raised that horse right there at Cow Island. And that's where Hammy and Judy live. And
on the ranch down there.
Really had a good time watching the race. And let me add, in the 8th race was the futurity that was held Saturday, again, at Louisiana Downs. They called that the Mardi Gras Futurity for the 2-year-olds. And it had a $281,000 purse. And the stallion of the winner was Sandra Sue Blue. Well, the horse, the stallion is owned by J.E. Jumonville and his family from Ventris, Louisiana, which most people are familiar with. New Roads, Louisiana. Sure. And Jess Louisiana Blue was the stallion. And, you know, it's good. And the favorite horse was actually, I think, bred by Steve Tate, who is heavily involved in quarter horse racing and the breeding. And I didn't get a chance to talk to him and get more of it, but I know Hammy called Steve and they were all kind of disappointed. His feet got crossed up coming out of the gates. I had never seen that happen before. He took a bad step and knocked himself out of contention, and he was the favorite. So quarter horse racing is still a popular sport. We just don't draw the crowds we used to draw years ago. But and then we'll come back on the next quarter. We'll talk about the sale that took place over at Evangeline Downs last Sunday.
We can do that. Also, don't forget this Sunday is the Crawfish Etouffee Cook-Off over in Eunice, Louisiana, March 24th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. You can go by. Gino Delafos will be playing. Roscoe Chenier's band will be playing. Jason Fry and Lanyap, Steve Riley, and the Mamou Playboys. That's Saturday and Sunday. You can get more information at 457-2565. And Gino is Saturday, Roscoe's band, Jason Fry, and Steve Riley on Sunday. So we will see you folks in 1 minute. See you then.